What do you think would happen if one of the deadliest reptiles on Earth encountered one of Africa's most resilient inhabitants? What if venom, ancient jaws, and indomitable patience met brute force, speed, and razor-sharp fangs? The Komodo dragon is the largest lizard on the planet, an ancient killer with a venomous bite and a reputation as an animal that rarely lets its prey escape alive. The warthog may seem like a harmless wild pig at first glance. But behind this appearance lies one of the most aggressive and resilient fighters of the African savanna, armed with sharp tusks and incredible speed. Watch this video to the end to find out what happens when a cold-blooded reptile comes face to face with a ferocious beast that is used to fighting to the last breath. When our first opponent enters the ring, the air around seems to freeze. The Komodo dragon is the largest lizard on the planet and a true relic of the prehistoric era. This predator does not rely on speed or agility. Its weapons are patience, brute force, and a deadly bite. Adults reach over 3 meters in length and can weigh up to 90 kilograms. But the main threat is not hidden in its size. The Komodo dragon's mouth contains dozens of serrated teeth resembling blades. Its saliva contains toxic proteins that cause a sharp drop in blood pressure, severe bleeding, and paralysis in its victims. Even if the prey manages to escape, the outcome is already predetermined. The Komodo dragon is capable of pursuing its wounded prey for hours, relying on its sense of smell, which can detect the scent of blood from several kilometers away. This predator feeds on anything it can overcome, including even large deer and buffalo. And today, a new enemy appears in its path. But can its poisonous bite and cold calculation stop a beast that is used to responding to attack with attack? When the second opponent appears in the arena, it immediately becomes clear that this is not a victim, but a beast, ready to fight to the end. At first glance, the warthog may seem clumsy and even comical. However, behind this appearance lies one of the most quick-tempered and dangerous inhabitants of the African plains. An adult warthog reaches 1.5 meters in length and weighs up to 150 kilograms. Its main weapon is curved tusks up to 25 centimeters long, capable of tearing flesh and piercing the skin of even large predators. Unlike many herbivores, this beast does not run away immediately. When cornered, the warthog turns around and launches a frontal attack. Despite its massive body, the warthog is surprisingly fast. Over short distances, it can reach speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. Its powerful neck and shoulder muscles allow it to deliver crushing blows from below, throwing its opponents into the air. This fighter is used to surviving among lions, leopards, and hyenas. He knows what it means to fight for his life and does not retreat, even when the odds seem minimal. But will his fury, fangs, and speed be enough to withstand a cold-blooded predator with a poisonous bite? Round 1. Size and Speed. If you put these two opponents side by side, it immediately becomes clear that we're looking at a fight between two completely different weight classes. The Komodo dragon resembles a living tank. Its body is massive, stocky and low to the ground. Its short but powerful legs are perfect for sudden bursts of speed and holding prey, but not for long-distance running. The warthog is noticeably more compact, but don't be fooled. Thanks to its body structure, its center of gravity is shifted forward, and its powerful shoulders and neck turn it into a real battering ram. The main difference between the rivals is speed. The Komodo dragon can reach a maximum of 20 kilometers per hour and only over short distances. Long chases are impossible for it, The predator tires quickly and prefers to conserve energy. The warthog, on the other hand, feels great in this mode. It can reach speeds of up to 50 km per hour while instantly changing direction and making sharp lunges forward. It is this mobility that often saves its life when encountering large predators. However, there is a downside. The Komodo dragon does not need to catch up with its opponent. It only needs one precise lunge to grab its prey, using its weight and strength to knock it to the ground. And yet, based on the facts alone, the first round goes to the warthog. Speed, maneuverability, and explosive dynamics give it a serious advantage. It will be able to avoid direct attacks, wear down its opponent with sharp lunges, and prevent the Komodo dragon from imposing contact that is convenient for itself. But there are even more dangerous rounds ahead. And there, speed alone may not be enough.
Round 2. Weapons and Tactics.
As this animal battle heats up, it's time for round 2, where we'll compare the tactical abilities of the two rivals. Let's start with the Komodo dragon. At first glance, its jaws seem slow and ineffective, but this is a deceptive impression. This predator's mouth contains about 60 sharp serrated teeth that act like hooks. They don't just bite through, they tear. Each bite leaves deep, bleeding wounds. But the most frightening thing is hidden in its saliva. The Komodo dragon has poisonous glands that secrete toxins that cause a sharp drop in blood pressure, loss of consciousness, and severe internal bleeding. Even if the victim breaks free, its strength rapidly fades. The dragon's tactics are simple and ruthless. One lunge, one bite, retreat, and patient waiting. It does not engage in protracted fights. It knows very well that time is always on its side. Now let's take a look at the warthog. This fighter does not rely on poison. Its weapon is as straightforward as possible. The two upper fangs, up to 25 centimeters long, are curved upward and act like sharp knives. The lower fangs are constantly sharpened against the upper ones, turning into deadly sharp blades. The warthog attacks sharply and head-on. Its favorite move is a powerful upward strike aimed at the opponent's chest or stomach. Such a lunge can tear flesh and inflict a fatal wound even on the largest predator. In addition, its thick skin and dense layer of fat partially protect it from shallow bites. However, there is one problem here. To inflict damage, the warthog needs to get as close as possible. And each such attempt is a chance for the Komodo dragon to cling to its body and leave its poisonous mark. Considering all the facts, the result of the second round is a clear victory for the Komodo dragon. His tactics involve less risk, and his venom makes even a single successful bite potentially lethal. The warthog can inflict serious wounds on the lizard, but if he makes even one mistake, the fight could end very quickly. Now only the final factor can decide the outcome of this battle.
Round 3. Lifestyle and Character.
In the third round, strength and weapons take a back seat. Here, everything is decided by how these animals are accustomed to living and fighting. The Komodo dragon is a solitary predator. It knows no fear because from an early age, it has been accustomed to relying only on itself. These lizards regularly engage in conflicts even with members of their own species. And fights over food or females often end in serious injury or death. Only those who know how to wait, conserve their strength, and strike with certainty survive. The Komodo dragon does not act impulsively. It assesses the distance, watches every movement of its opponent, and attacks only when the chance of success is maximum. It can chase even small prey for hours without losing concentration. Patience is its main weapon. The warthog, on the other hand, is an emotional fighter. It lives under constant threat from lions, leopards, and hyenas, and is therefore accustomed to responding to danger with instant aggression. Its character is one of explosive rage, quick decisions, and attack without hesitation. This tactic often saves his life, but in a fight with a poisonous predator, it can be a fatal mistake. Each additional attack increases the risk of even a small bite, and that is enough for the Komodo dragon. The winner. Summing up all 3 rounds, it becomes clear that this confrontation is not about speed or fury. It is about patience, calculation, and deadly efficiency. The Warthog proved to be a fast, aggressive, and extremely dangerous fighter. Its fangs can inflict monstrous wounds, and its explosive attack can catch even an experienced predator off guard. In the first round, it was the Warthog that looked more confident, imposing the fight on its own terms. But the Komodo dragon is an opponent of a different level. He doesn't need to win right away. One precise bite is enough for him. Even a shallow wound triggers a chain reaction. A sharp drop in blood pressure, profuse blood loss, and gradual complete failure of the body. With each passing minute, the Warthog's strength will rapidly fade. While the ferocious beast expends its energy on attacks and lunges, the cold-blooded predator retreats, watches, and waits. And at some point, the Warthog slows down. Its movements become less precise, its breathing heavy, and its blows weaker and weaker. The end is inevitable. The Komodo dragon makes one last lunge, clinging to a vulnerable area, the neck or side. Having lost its last strength, the Warthog falls to the ground, and the outcome of the fight is no longer in doubt. The winner of this deadly confrontation is the Komodo dragon. The ancient predator proves that in the wild, it is not the fastest or the fiercest that wins, but the one who knows how to wait and kill with certainty. Write in the comments whether you agree with my opinion. And if you liked the video, be sure to like it and check out other episodes where we analyze the most dangerous and unexpected battles in the wild. See you!